next training is all about selfies for photography. So this is the perfect opportunity to gather around, get some tips and tricks from our next speaker. She has over 18 years in entrepreneurship. She loves customizing. She loves everything skincare, beauty. This is Sarah Deitch.
Hi, everybody. So I started my journey in entrepreneurship with a photography business, and that then led into Younique. And so it all kind of works together nowadays. And I do lots of trainings on finding the light, finding the posing, different things that you can do to have better photography, better products, better photos, and just feel more comfortable. So we're gonna talk about that. So first off, I want you guys to get really comfortable in your seats. Okay, you really comfortable? Now we're gonna start through my posing. When I start with posing, I think there's a line coming up through my back, through the top of my head. So you're gonna sit real tall. You're gonna roll your shoulders back, and you're gonna push your face out. Posture, okay? Posture. Having nice posture is a huge part of photography, huge part of posing, huge part of confidence. Okay, I know not everybody loves a big smile in their photos, but do something expressive with your eyes. Think about something. A trick that I do a lot is this might not translate correctly, I hold my tongue to the roof of my mouth. It makes it so that I can keep my mouth closed, and it still looks nice without having to be like, do I look upset in this photo? Do I look mad in this photo? It makes it so that your eyes have an expression just by lifting your tongue to the top of your mouth. The other few things that I like to talk about in photography, in posing, is confidence. If you are someone that you're like, I don't know what to do. What do I do with my hands? What do I do with my feet? What do I do with my legs? Where do my arms go? I'm gonna help you with that right now, okay? So we're gonna talk about posing. When we do a group photo, a photo by ourselves, a photo anywhere, first off, how many people just wanna stay, like naturally you just wanna stay like this, okay? This is a blocky pose. This is a pose that is not feminine. It makes us look wider at all our points. We're gonna talk about what's called an S shape. It's going to make us look more feminine. It's gonna make us feel better. It's gonna make us look better in photos. This works for selfies. This works for full bodies. This works for group posing, okay? And I want you guys to try this while we're out and about today. Like if you're someone that I don't wanna sit down and you wanna stand to the side and do what I'm doing while I'm doing it, I'm totally fine with that, okay? So first off, if it bends, bend it. So we're gonna go from here to here or here. We're gonna bend or move our body in different ways. You can put your foot straight out, but we're gonna pop this hip. We're gonna bend our foot forward. We're gonna pop a toe. We're gonna put our leg out to the side. We're gonna move, okay? Let's talk about our arms. If our arms are tight against our body, it's going to make us feel bigger, look bigger in photos. We're gonna bend different ways. Hand up, hand down, arms together, okay? We're gonna try all different things. The great thing about cameras, digital, phones, video, we can move around and we can play with it. And if we don't love it, we can delete it. We don't have to look at it forever, right? So with that being said, we're going to move around with our hands. We're not just gonna go, right? We're gonna put our hand in our hair. We're gonna put our hand on our hip. You can do things that's like this. You can do that in a group photo versus teapot. Yeah? Okay, so let's talk about some lighting things. When we're taking our selfies, when we're taking our videos, when we're taking our photos, we need to find the light, okay? So if I'm turned this way, a whole half of my face is going to be in the shadow because my light is right here. It's going to make this side of my face, I'm gonna have texture. I'm going to have shadows. I'm gonna have different things in my skin that I might not necessarily want you to see. So if we have a window light, or if we have a ring light, or whatever our lighting source is, you either want it to be directly in front of your eyes or slightly at an angle. A little bit of shadow on the side of your nose is fine, but you really want your face to be nicely lit. That goes the same with our bodies, okay? So with our bodies, with our lighting, every rule is meant to be broken at some point. We can get creative as we go, but if you learn the basics, then it's much easier to know what to do from there. So we're thinking about lighting, especially in here. It's a lot of darkness, artificial lighting, lighting from very high up above. So you're gonna kind of point your face to the light. The sun is gonna be at different places when you're outside, window lights outside in the different areas. Point your nose, point your body towards wherever that light source is. You can feel it on your face, you know where it's at, okay? So with our body and with our posing, we can do a few things. So a lot of comfortable poses, this is fine. I am fine with this. If you're like, I don't know what to do with my hands in a group photo, you can even do this. I don't want to put it on, I don't want to put here. So my insecurity is my tummy. I'll be completely honest with you. So in a lot of photos, I'll stand just like this. I'm okay with my jewelry showing. I'm okay with my hands. And then here's another trick. I'm like, oh, I don't know. You're gonna push your butt back. So then now it's all my arms. I'm okay with my arms showing, but what if your arms are not, like I don't love my arms, especially in selfies, people don't like their arms showing. You're gonna kind of tuck it. Move your hair in front. Or you can even turn to the side. Put this hand behind you. Tuck this shoulder back. Pull the shoulder forward. There's different ways that you can move your body so that when you're taking your selfie, when you're taking your lighting, when you're taking your group poses, that you feel more confident, okay? The biggest thing I want you all to do though is to practice, right? Getting so comfortable when someone's like, hey, can I take your photo? You're like, yeah, go ahead. You ready? And it takes work. It's not something that comes super natural to everybody. Models take practice runway sessions. I mean, my clients that I photograph, we have to spend some time just getting them used to being like, do I smile? Do I not smile? What do I do? Okay? It's not something that comes super natural to everybody, but the one thing I want you to really work on is I want your confidence to show in your photos. You don't have to smile if you don't want to. You don't have to, look overly excited, but when someone's like, let's take a photo, you're like, I don't know what to do. I want you to know what to do. Okay, so let's start with our feet. Some people, if you don't have shoes that you ever want to show, okay, don't worry about it. If you don't want your feet to show, just kind of tuck them back, tuck them back. This is also another pose. Move your feet different ways. Just move them around you. Our legs, you can stick it out to the side, pop your hip, pop your toe, in, out, okay? Arms, hip, leg, here. You can go up to your neck. Hands are kind of hard because in selfies, if we put our hand before our face, it's gonna look real big, okay? So we do what's called, I do a 2-finger touch. I touch 2 fingers behind my ear. That gives me what's called an S curve. It's a feminine pose. So I'll even pull my hair forward, touch this hand. If you're touching any part on your body, just 2 fingers, okay? It's small, it's delicate, it's feminine, okay? S, feminine. C, masculine. Dudes? Right? Right? I mean, and you can turn this feminine by going like this. Right? And a lot of group poses, a lot of times people, that's the first thing they do, or like this, and I'm like, this is a C. We're gonna go like this. Okay? A good pose to do with your friends is if one goes here and you don't want to match, pretend this is my friend here. I'm going to put my hand on her shoulder and tuck in. So then this is all that's going to show, right? Okay, let's keep going. I have notes. I don't want to forget anything. Okay, let's talk about when you're having your photos taken, you're taking photos, we need someone to take our photo, right? We need a friend, we need a husband, a friend, a mom, sister. We need them to sometimes take our photos. I want you to direct your photographer, your camera holder. They're just gonna click. Just click. Click, 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 click. Your job is to move. Keep moving, keep moving. I don't care if it looks stupid, keep moving. Because you can then go back through, they're gonna catch you maybe at a laugh that you wouldn't do naturally. I'm like, I look so stupid, but it's really cute, Like, they're gonna catch you at a moment that I can't fake a laugh. Like, I can't fake happy. I want to actually move my body in a way that you can catch me like, oh, hey, And that is something that teaching your photographer, just keep clicking. Just keep clicking, just keep clicking. My kids are great at this because I'm like, how many clicks can we do? 500 later, now I'm having to go, okay. And then let's talk about our selfies in our cameras, on our phone. You can do more than just this selfie. You can lean up against your wall. You can turn your back to your window, like so that the window's just coming right in the side. If you have curtains, play with your curtains a little bit to like kind of drape, give some fun angles that you wouldn't get necessarily just holding your phone up above. I am still a firm believer that natural light is best. If you can, in your house, at any point, get a glass window or a glass door, that makes the best lighting. If you need to work with artificial light, it's really the best way to have an even light, either straight above, circle, or on both sides, two sides. If you can do that, that does help a lot. One thing I want to talk to you guys though about is an iPhone. We've seen where we turn our camera on and our forehead can look real big, or our lashes look like, I don't look like this in real life. Why is my phone doing this to me? It's because our phone is called a 35 millimeter angle. It's going to accentuate certain areas and make other areas look really small. So you can turn your phone upside down and play with the different angles so that you can like, okay, I'm gonna look up when I do my mascara selfie so I can see the whole underside of my lashes. I'm going to, instead of going here, I'm gonna just take it at face height, leaning forward. There's different ways that you can do your selfies. There's different ways you can take those photos that it's gonna play with the way that the cameras are made, but it's also gonna give you fun angles, fun different things that you can do. Let me check real quick. Let's do a giveaway real quick. Okay. Are you ready? Sorry, I kind of sprung it on you. You have to raise your hand, okay? What is the shape that we want to be feminine? S. Okay, what is the shape that is masculine? Oh, I don't know who was first. Did you see?
No, I didn't.
Oh, shoot. Donna? Okay.
Who answered?
C. It's a C shape, yep. Okay, we have more giveaways. We'll come back. Okay, now let's talk about makeup for photography, makeup for selfies. The makeup that we wear in everyday life, sometimes we like to be more natural. We like to look softer. The cameras don't always pick that up. The cameras don't always see that. So adding a little bit more contour, a little bit more blush, a little bit more eyeshadow definition, a little bit of eyeliner, that is going to pick up more in photos. So you're gonna think about, I wanna look my most natural, but elevated. I wanna just go a tiny bit more than what I would wear normally. And that's showcasing products. Like if you're wanting to show, the Bare Use sticks, great. We in real life might just do 2 dots, might just do 2 little dabs, but in our photo, we're gonna do 2 or 3. Take the photo with your 2 or 3 dots, holding your product, 2-finger only, okay, with our 2 dots. But then when you're putting it on to show the color payoff, add 1 more. Add a little bit more that you can see, so that you can see the color of the product, okay? And I also like photographing them with the lids off, and I will point them forward versus standing them up, okay? It's our job to show the product, but it's also our job to show the color payoff. Okay. The other thing is color casting in photos. If you wear a white shirt or a black shirt, have you seen sometimes where the photo just does not look, your hair color may be off, your skin tone may be off, it may wash you out, or it may add more shadows? Our phones have great technology, okay? But sometimes it's not so great. So the technology in our phones are going to accentuate things and mute things. Try to wear colors that accentuate your complexion, might accentuate the eyeshadow or lip that you're wearing. That will help tremendously with the color payoff in the cosmetics that you're wearing or in the skincare. If you're wanting a nice, clean, crisp skincare photo, a white shirt is nice because it's going to show your true skin tone. You don't have makeup on. It's going to show your hair color, all of that kind of stuff. Okay. How many minutes do I have? Am I close? Oh, yes. Okay, I'm gonna have Ashley come up here really quickly and I'm gonna walk you through so you can see on someone in person what it's kind of like working through a pose, okay? Oh, yeah, okay. Okay, stand how you'd normally stand. Right? It's comfortable. That's what we know. Okay, so I'm gonna do, I call this the power pose. You're gonna stand straight up. Okay, stick that foot out there. Pop your hip hard. Okay, this hand, come to your chest. Come in a little bit closer. 2 finger, soft hands, soft hands, soft hands. That's a good power pose too. It's different. Now I'm gonna elevate it more. We're gonna turn our hip away. Turn your foot back straight. That's another pose, okay? This one in a selfie would be pretty from this direction, okay? Or this one in a close-up. This is also what I was talking about, her hand. So what she's gonna do, she's gonna push her butt all the way back. Okay, so that's gonna open up this part of her face. I want you to do this. Okay, so that's what we call like our more masculine pose. That's fine, I stand like that a lot. I have to catch myself like, don't cross your arms. So we're gonna turn that, yep, she's gonna turn her elbows and she's just gonna crest the undersides of her elbows. She's gonna push her butt back and then your face down. That's a good selfie. It shows one side of your arm. I don't love my arm sometimes, so I'll crop that just so it shows a little tiny bit of my arm. Or when I'm taking the photo, I'll turn the camera, I'll turn the photo a little bit so it will show like this part in the photo. On your phone, you can see like there's a wide angle, which is like 0.5, a 1.0, and then a 1.5. Play with that to see the wide angle. Sometimes it makes my nose look much larger than it is in real life. So I'll go to 1.5 and then I'll crop it even tighter. Like I'll push it out, but crop it even tighter when I'm posting it. Her shirt is a good one because like she could play with the different shoulder placements. I will tell people, if you don't love your arms, wear sleeves. Okay, that is my biggest tip. If you're like, I don't want my arms to show in my photos, wear sleeves. That's going to help hide that part of it. Like when I'm directing my, I do a lot of seniors, young kids, that kind of stuff. I'm a huge body positivity and body conscious photographer in real life. I'm known to photograph girls, lots of young girls. I want them to know, like, you look amazing no matter what you're wearing. I'm going to help you feel as amazing as you look. So by doing that, I'm teaching them as I'm going. So I'm like, okay, with our pose, we're always just gonna push back. So if you remember that, we're always just gonna push back. We're always gonna have, this is an okay pose too. Okay? We don't always have pockets. We don't always wanna go to our hip. This is an okay pose too. If we're posing with our friends, do teapot. Yep. So I'm gonna go like this, next to her, okay? That's gonna be things that, working with 2 people, working with friends in your groups, that's gonna be a really fun thing that you guys now know, like, okay, I can turn different ways. But I will tell you, rules are meant to be broken. I'm teaching you all these rules and it's meant to be broken. Photograph from down low, photograph from up high, photograph from eye level. If you want a really great pose around here, have someone take your picture from the top of the stairs, looking up at them. Have them stand above you on the stairs and look up at them. That is a great pose on everybody, a few things, will you sit down? Yep. No, sit down on the ground. No. Okay, so sometimes sitting down poses are hard, right? Yeah. We're like, I don't know what to do. She's been with me enough, she kind of knows what to do now. Your front foot, it's better to bend the leg closest to you, and then this back arm, that's gonna hold us up, and then this back arm is gonna wrap around. So she can either put it here, or she can put it here to kind of caress her leg, or she can roll hard to her hip. I call this the Little Mermaid pose. Do like where your feet are both to the side. Little Mermaid. That looks really good from up above, photographed up above. I did that in the other room with the Sapria sign, because it's a hard one with the height. It's a good one to sit on the ground with the Sapria sign. Okay, you can stand up now. Does anybody have any questions really quickly? We're almost out of time. We have 1 minute. Okay, so you don't have to stand up for this. Okay, so with group photos, like while we're here with our friends, someone needs to stand straight. So someone gets to be the middle person, okay? And then we're gonna move our arms and legs and bodies. We're not gonna go chugga chugga choo choo, like all on the same. So you're gonna have someone like, okay, hold their arm, hold the back of their arm. Like you're gonna hold the back of your friend's arm, hand on your hip. You're gonna do different things that way so that when you're all in a line, it's just not teapot, teapot, teapot all the way through, okay? She can have a prize. One more quick, fast question and then we're out of time. Anybody? Anybody? Okay, what is the best way to find, this is last giveaway. What is the best way to find the light when you're taking a selfie? Up from up above, like feel it, yeah? Window? Is that my last one?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. Any other, I'll stand over here and if you have any other questions, as soon as I'm done, feel free to come ask me. But I hope that helped you guys. I do challenge you all. Go around, take photos outside, go to the different landscapes around outside, and have a friend or 2 or 3 of you go together and take each other's pictures. Play with it. Have them take like all different angles. Really work together and try to get some photos for each other for your content, for your social media while you're here. Okay?
Thank you, Sarah. Round of applause, please.